It was another Northeast 10 battle as the New Haven Chargers welcomed the Greyhounds from Assumption. The Chargers struck early after Amber Sims received this Monica Yanez pass.
Nice footwork, get the ball toward Yanez at midfield. She's going to be able to turn with room to run, and that's Amber Sims in front of her. Send it forward through a couple defenders to Sims. She stays on side. Goalkeeper came out to challenge, chips it up and in for a goal.
The Chargers nearly regained the lead early in the second half off of this Nicole Pacapelli header.
Corner kick is up, headed by Pacapelli. The ball still loose. Thought it might have been in the goal, waited for a reaction.
A few moments later, Pacapelli sent this free kick just wide of the net.
Pacapelli winds up. She'll shoot from 40 yards out. That'll just tail wide.
NewHavenChargers.com's Drew Kingsley caught up with the women's head coach Laura Duncan after the match.
Welcome back to NewHavenChargers.com, joined by head women's soccer coach Laura Duncan after a 1-1 draw with visiting Assumption. Coach, it felt more like November than September out there with the intensity of this match. Talk about the style of play now that we're into the Northeast 10 schedule.
This is the Northeast 10. Every game is going to be like this from here on out. You know, you see these preseason rankings, and I think that's the hardest thing to do, is rank these teams. Everybody in this league is capable of coming away with results and making this top 8, and every game is going to be a battle. I mean, we've battled with Assumption for years. You know, we haven't actually beat them in the last couple of years, so right now we walked out with a point, goal up, you know, where we needed to be. Gave up a little bit of a weak goal near the end of the first half, but defensively, second half, and obviously going into overtime, I think is one of the best defensive games we've had.
And Coach, on the offensive end, definitely had your chances. Is there anything you need to do different tactically to finish those, or just a matter of keep getting good chances and see what happens?
You know, I was definitely happy with the fact that we created them. It's not easy to, you know, create chances. I think they figured out how to, you know, wear the defense down and when to get in, but, you know, you've got to stick it in the back of the net at some point. And you know, I think when we had to start scoring some early goals, it's easy to get confident assuming people are always just going to keep scoring. You know, and if the forwards are off a little bit that day, then we've got to figure out who else can get out there and do it.
The Chargers moved to 3-0-2 overall and 1-0-1 in the conference. Sims netted her 4th goal of the year, and Yanez recorded her 2nd helper of the season. The Chargers are back in action Saturday, September 21st, as they travel to Bentley for a 1 p.m. match.